Yo, back again, man. Podcast with Soul. Got my man JJ Davis here. Cool.
What's happening? What's going on? Thanks for having me again.
Come on, man. You already know.
Appreciate it.
So listen, man. We got off into everything in the last interview. For everybody that wants to see the first interview I did with JJ Davis, the link is underneath this video. Make sure you check it out. First round draft choice, 1997 Major League Baseball draft, straight out of high school, the number 8 overall pick. Go check that interview out. Follow him on his Instagram. All those links are gonna be underneath this video. Now, Cool, I call him Cool, y'all, because I know him on a deeper level. So Cool, we got off into all the other stuff, man. You know, the mistakes and all of that, and you know, the jail time and getting drafted and all of that. But today, let's talk about some other stuff, man, because you've bounced back in life where some dudes probably would have never bounced back from, psychologically, mentally, socioeconomically, the whole thing. Some people probably would have even taken their own life, man, having had the opportunity you had and done what you've done. How did you bounce back, man? How did you make your comeback?
Like I said, it wasn't really me, man. Like I had to dig down deep. You know what I'm saying? I had to read and just educate myself, and then I had to look back on what got me to that point. But what really made me not give up is my family, man. My daughter, my mom. You know what I'm saying? She was sick, and I ain't no quitter. My mom didn't raise no quitter or no fool. You know what I mean? So she really taught me the value of staying true to who you are, no matter what you put yourself in. You feel me? And she told me, before I went in, she was like, it's gonna make you a better person, and I believed her. You feel me? And that's what happened. But what really just fuels my fire on a daily basis, even till now, is the people that's around me who are looking up to me, who count on me. You know what I'm saying? Now I got a bigger family now, so now I have more fuel on my fire because I've already let a lot of people down in my life.
But Cool, check it out, man. And I know your story, you know my story. There had to have been a point where JJ Davis let down JJ Davis, and JJ Davis wasn't really feeling JJ Davis too tough, man. How did you deal with that, looking in the mirror part, man, and not living in the past or letting go of the past, man?
You're right, but that came from, honestly, when I was disgusted with myself and wanted to just throw in the towel, when I was on drugs, man. Once I got off drugs, everything changed. Now I'm starting to look at myself in the mirror like, dang, you overcame all this nonsense. Now I can look at myself in the mirror like, okay, let's go. Anytime I had self-doubt, I didn't love myself, was when I was on the drugs and doing people wrong. Because I got a conscience, I got a heart, you know what I'm saying? So I really couldn't live with myself when I was doing that. Once I let go of the drugs, my whole life changed, man. So really I can look myself in the mirror and be like, you know what? Let's go. I don't care what life throws at me. Because now my focus is, honestly, bro, I ain't chasing money. I'm chasing hearts, I'm chasing kids, I'm chasing people who want to change. Because I see the direction this world's headed in.
So drugs and alcohol ain't that's not a part of your story anymore.
Hell to the no.
But cool. It's some kids in 14U, in 15U, 17U, 18U that's smoking weed or getting high or getting ready to start to get into it, thinking that it elevates their game. And I know it affects everybody differently. What would you give them, though, man?
All I can give them is my testimony and the seed to stay away from. Anything that's going to alter your mind up here I check this out. At some point, baseball gonna come to an end. At some point in your life, you gotta change the chapter. You gotta turn the page and go to the next chapter. At every chapter, you can't have alcohol and weed and clubs at every chapter. At some point, you gotta put it away. So if you're chasing a dream of wanting to be a college player, or even an average player, or a major league player, drugs and alcohol can't be in the mix because it's gonna throw you off your whole routine. It's not gonna work. So I try to encourage these kids by my testimony and my example.
Not even get involved.
But at the end of the day, it's on them. Like, everybody left my life up to me. They told me, but they couldn't control me. Only I can do that. So I tell these kids today, like, yo, man, it's not gonna work. The drugs, alcohol, the females, it's not gonna work.
They're not working out, missing practice, missing workouts, not eating right.
I'll say this though. If you want to be the best at your profession, leave the drugs alone. You can still make it and do drugs and alcohol, but you won't peak up here. You'll stay average. And for any athlete, nobody wants to be average. So always work and exercise the best gift that God gave you. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do it on drugs and alcohol.
So the drugs and alcohol is gone. That's out of your life. Now you're working with the youth. You get a kick out of that?
Love it, man. And honestly, I enjoy giving back to these kids more than I did when I was playing, because now it's not about me. It's about what can I do to help these kids reach a certain level in their character that will take them beyond the game of baseball. Because like I said, baseball is going to come to an end. So my influence on these kids means everything to me. And it's not about the money.
Was playing Major League Baseball, was there a lot of pressure in that and a lot of stress, man?
Well, nah, but
from the business standpoint,
it was. But at the end of the day, as a player, you create your own stress with your actions. So if you're messing around, you tricking off, guess what? You creating pressure. If you handle your business, you know what I'm saying? And the results of you handling your business is going to show up on the field. So that's when you take the pressure out. You know what I'm saying? But I was tricking off. I'm going to club. So I had everything coming against me, but what I was doing. If I would have handled my business off the field and been a model player, model citizen, and my character was intact, it wouldn't have been no pressure. It would have been fun for me because I would have been playing. So we create our own opportunities as players, as businessmen, as people. You know what I'm saying? We create about what we do. And if we don't handle business now, that's when the pressure comes.
Now check this out. A lot of my sons, Sean, a lot of kids I see, you know, they have baseball is a game of failure, man. It's not you got to be psychologically tough to strike out and make outs, ground out, pop flies. You know, the singles and doubles are far and few in between. Talk about that part that these kids need to hear, that you're gonna strike out, you're gonna pop fly, and talk about you went on an 0 for 44 drought as a professional.
Yeah, man. I've seen. Well, first of all, in baseball, like you said, it's a game of failure. You cannot be scared to swing and miss or strike out. I've known many cats, Adam Dunn, who else? Limo Pena, Austin Kearns. They averaged 150 strikeouts a year, was still making $10 million a year. Most kids today, I've seen that they're scared to fail. And your failure is going to take you to the next level, because when you fail, that's when you learn. At one point in my career, not even at one point, man. Many times where I went 0 for, my worst time was 0 for 44 on 31 strikeouts.
In the major leagues?
In the minors.
In the minors.
Still, I don't care if it's the majors, minors, high school. That's mentally tough. You know what I'm saying, to deal with, because now you're doubting yourself. Now you're like, well, can I play this game? Because I wasn't coming close to the ball. That's 44 real at-bats that I just sucked. You know what I'm saying? That's 44 times I didn't get on base. I didn't get a solid hit. I struck out 31 times. So you're like, man, can I play this game?
The self-doubt come in.
Right, but you have to, the only way you defeat that and overcome that is if you don't stop. You don't quit. You have to work your way out of it, knowing that there's that bright ray of light on the other side if you keep going. I've learned in life, man, it's bad times don't last, man. Tough people do. Tough people ain't gonna never get, I don't care how bad it looks, how much you're failing, that tough person is gonna force through, and then when they look back, they're gonna be like, man, how did I do that? But it makes you stronger when you don't quit and you go through the storm.
So baseball is really a really mental game. Like you come up, you strike out with the runners in scoring position. You can't take that mental attitude back into center field, and you may make a mistake in the field, or you got to separate the two. Or you tell me, you was the pro.
If you can't turn the page immediately after a mistake, you won't make it.
It's got to be immediately.
Immediately, like once it's done, you got to turn the page, because you got to play defense. Or if you make a mistake on defense, you got to hit. So you have to turn the page. Like example, I was in AAA Nashville, right? Huge game. I went to a playoff game. I think it was game 6, and it was 1 out.
What position you was playing?
I was in right field, right? When I run on third base, ball hits to me. I'm thinking it's 2 outs. So I catch the ball.
Pop fly?
I start running in. Yeah, pop fly. I start running in. I throw the ball into the stands. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, Jay, what are you doing, bro? That run scores. We lose the game. Lose that playoff series. We go home. You know what I'm saying? So, ooh. Yeah, man. So it's things like that. If you can't bounce back from that, then you'll never make it. And that was huge for me. Because that was a mental error that cost us a series.
Cost the other players, the team.
Right. Cost us a series. You can't be afraid to make a mistake. You got to always be aware of what's going on, though. You feel me? But, yeah, if you go 0 for 15, 0 for 20, 0 for 30, 0 for 50, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, because you're going to learn from it, and it's going to make you stronger.
It's not over.
No, it's never over, man, until you're dead.
And everybody goes through slumps.
Yeah, because most kids today, they identify themselves with what they do on the field, whether it's good or bad. You're not what you do on the field. You are what you do on the field. If it's a mistake, you are defined by: are you going to fold, or are you going to come back from it? Most kids today, they define themselves with their failures. And I'm like, just because you guys fail on the field doesn't make you a failure. What makes you a failure is if you quit, and you give up, and you sulk. You don't try to overcome the defeat. That makes you the failure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, I tell little Sean that all the time too. He went through a slump. He's coming out of it now, and I tell him, you got to keep your shoulders up. How important is the body language on the field and at the plate, and the mentality that you carry, that you run out of the dugout with? How important is that in the game?
Man, body language and hustle is everything, man. Scouts will write you off if you have bad body language.
Check them out, y'all.
Scouts will write you off. I don't care if you're the most talented person on that team, they came to see you. If your energy is off, you have bad body language, they're going to write you off. go to the next guy.
They gonna see it.
Man, what they see everything. You can't fool, like, as a player you can't see what a coach sees. As a player you guys can't see what a scout sees. Because a scout's that's what he does. He gets paid to do that. He gets paid.
He's a pro at that.
Right. He gets paid to scout everything about you, from your makeup to how your parents are, to how you play on the field, to how you handle success and failure. They get paid to do that. And if you're not sharp in that area, they'll write you off. So hustle and having the right body language is important. It's important. Period.
Now, cool. How old are you now?
43.
43. You look great. You take care of yourself. You work out
every day, 6 days a week.
You work out 6 days a week.
Right now, I'm on an 18-day tear where I haven't taken no off days. I go every day. I don't stop.
At the MLB level, are they training every day?
They train 5 days a week, but here's the key though. Like cats like Matt Holliday, Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, it blew my mind because these cats would work out before the game. They would get to the field every Monday through Friday at 12 o'clock, do an hour workout on lightweight high reps. They didn't overdo it, but they did enough to get their mind right, keep them strong. So cats work out before they play. So the people who are putting in the most work are the ones that's going to make it. If you ain't putting in the work, you're going to be average. Average. And you know, with all this money going out there, these high contracts, I mean, like, why wouldn't you want to work hard, try to get that money? Why not? If they paying it, you got the skill set, why not work hard and get it? Because every single baseball player, believe it or not, has been through those slumps. Everybody. Derek Jeter talking about, man, I can't play this game. He thought about quitting. Same with Alex Rodriguez. Same with Ken Griffey. Same with me. You know what I'm saying? When you first get into pro ball, it's tough. You got cats you never seen who just live and die in baseball. And you facing these cats like, damn, these cats is nasty. Like, I ain't never seen them like this before. These cats is nasty. So every player that played this game, man, has went through the same thing you guys are going through now. They didn't quit.
Cool. When you get to 18U, 19U, 20 years old, that level, college, everybody can play. Everybody can get down to a certain extent, but there's something about these certain players that these scouts see. What separates the ones from everybody can play to the ones that say, yo, we taking him and he's going to be a major leaguer?
Makeup and character. Makeup and character. Cause
that don't sound right though, cool.
Because a cat who can play, cause like you said.
Because we all think he can hit doubles in the gap, frozen ropes, home runs, throw 99. We think that's the thing that separates
like you said,
them
bro,
from the pack, man.
Like you said, man, without that makeup, without that character, when you hit that slump, cat with a bad makeup gonna quit. He gonna give you his all. He gonna fall down the wayside like I did. I had the talent.
You have crazy talent.
I had the crazy talent, but I didn't have that makeup. I didn't have that character. I didn't fold, but I turned to drugs. I turned to liquor. I turned to females. A person with the right makeup and the right character is gonna do whatever it takes to be the best.
Even during the hard time.
Do whatever it takes to be the best, and they gonna never change up. He ain't gonna never change up. He ain't gonna never quit on himself, his team, or his family. A cat with makeup and character is a leader. People wanna follow behind him. That's what separates these cats.
Yo, cool. What about the player that's he's in an 0 for 26 slump, and his teammates is gossiping, talking about him behind his back? They want his spot. You know, because everybody really ain't rooting for you, because everybody don't want to sit the bench, man. Y'all could be on the same team, but it's some dudes that want to play your position and want you on the bench. What about the gossiping when the dude is in a bad slump or playing bad or making errors, that kind of thing? Have you seen that?
Man, honestly,
have you seen that before?
Man, yes. It's a dime a dozen. Honestly, man, like, everybody's not rooting for you. Everybody don't want to see you do well.
Even on your team?
Even on your team, man. Like I had.
Check them out, y'all.
I had cats who was like rooting for my downfall, talking behind my back. Why he's a bust. How'd he go in the first round? Why they sign him for this much money? Look at this. He came here a home run in pregame. Look at his attitude. Why did he get, man? And I heard this. You know what I'm saying? So you won't have cats who you call your friends who wishing for your downfall. And cats will get close to you just to go back and tell.
Check them out, y'all.
Everything you've done to the brass. Make you look bad. Get you out of the game. So they can take your spot. It's a business, man.
It's a cold game, homeboy.
It's a cold game. It's a business. So I would advise anybody at a certain level, whether it's college, D1, whether it's pro ball, if you're gonna do anything, do it by yourself. But I would advise you to be there and stay locked in when you're trying to go. Don't party. Don't go out to club, because what you guys think you guys are getting away with, it always surfaces because somebody gonna see you who gonna know this guy over here, and they gonna tell it, and it's gonna get back to the brass. It happens like that. I went out by myself, and it always got back to the brass. So if you're gonna do something, man, which I would advise you, don't do it. I would advise you stay home, get your rest. You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna do something, you gotta be discreet about it. But when you're in the limelight, it is no discreetness. Everybody knows what you're doing. And they're telling everything.
Yeah, man. I tell Sean that all the time. I said, look, man, you out there playing, man, in pre-warm up or in practice, but them dudes sitting on the bench want your spot, man. So y'all could be friends after the fact, but at practice and at the game, it's straight up business, man. Straight up business. So you doing your own personal training? How can somebody get in touch with you if they want to work with you on the hitting, the throwing, the fielding?
You can get on my IG. I got 2 pages. One is on David JJ. The other one is JD baseball. I think JD 26 baseball. JJD 26 baseball or David JJ.
Both those links gonna be underneath this video. So you working with you'll work with anybody, college, pro, it don't matter.
Anybody, man, anybody. Work out at SBA's and it's in Stallings, North Carolina. Check me out.
What is its name at? Showcase?
SBA Showcase Baseball Academy.
Okay.
It's in Stallings, North Carolina. It's right by Indian Trail. Come check me out.
Okay. So you're open if a college team wanted to fly you up and have you work with them for a week or two. You open? You could do that too.
Now I'm all for the kids. I don't care where it's at.
Okay. Now, how important is doing these drills, man? The throwing drills and the hitting drills, and is that important, man?
When I played with LeVon Hernandez, and he used to throw 150 pitches every start when I was with the Nationals. And I said, LeVon said, because he would throw like 150 pitches and wouldn't be sore. And I was like, LeVon, man, so what's your key to not being sore and being able to throw all these pitches every 5th day? He said, yeah, I long toss every day for 20 minutes at 120 feet. I said, that's the key. Like, yeah, I never stop throwing. I don't throw bullpens. I long toss, keep my arm loose, keep it on going.
My man. Cool. Thank you for letting me get this interview, man.
Bro, thank you.
And I'm you my man, and I wish you all the best, man, and you're doing well. Y'all check my man JD out. All his links gonna be underneath this video. And y'all get with it. Cool. Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, but
My
thank
man.
you.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
Peace.